What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Huskies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Using his legs, it's Udo. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Levin. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100.
2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Boston. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. The lone back's got it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Might be changing the route. They'll go up top on second and short. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After getting moved back, it's first and 20. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Second and 10 here. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Missed it, no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Coleman. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Washington sends out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And they can't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
It's a seam wide open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the air on second and short. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Huskies want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Shakes off the defender. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Williams looking for a man. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Washington sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. And no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a crease. It's Udo.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sled.
Oh, he's got some space. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Give to the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Time to take a shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Williams will pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the...
Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He slings it deep to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Here he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job on the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's something to take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Washington sends out the punt team. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down. around in getting down. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a building.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out.